Hallo, 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 ihr wundervollen Zuschauer, ihr, und willkommen zurück zu Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. Ich schaue mich hier mal ein bisschen um in dem Raum und dann schaue ich mir nochmal die anderen Orte an oder fahre auf den Friedhof.
The wood in the bin is southern pine and is probably fossilized by now. Grandmother Knight rarely uses the fireplace these days. Too much of a hassle to clean. Mostly pictures of Gabriel, his dad, and Harrison Knight. On the wall are portraits of Gran and Gramps when they were young. Gabriel's inherited some good-looking genes. Gabriel grew up in this room. Just being here make him feel safe. And after about 5 minutes, claustrophobic. That clock has been in the Wright family, Granny's family, for centuries. Mostly pictures, the magazines in the bin includes issues of Southern Living, Ladies' Home Journal, and Macal's.
Okay, gut, dann gehe ich mal wieder.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
Zurück nach New Orleans, ins French Quarter. Und dann gehe ich mal auf den Friedhof. Was sind das für Zeichen da an der Wand der Gruft?
The marks are reddish in color and reminds Gabriel of crosses. They look like they've been here a few days at least.
Ich könnte die abzeichnen.
I want a copy of these strange marks.
Was liegt da auf dem Boden?
Near the Laveau tomb is a piece of red brick. Undoubtedly a cast-off from spiritual graffiti writers.
Nehme ich mal mit, wenn ich den mitnehmen kann. Jetzt haben wir einen Stein. Was gibt's hier sonst noch?
Vases seem to be a favorite decoration for the dead. Food, trinkets, and more unsettling things have been left at Marie Laveau's tomb as offerings from believers.
Marie Laveau, wer war das nochmal?
This is the tomb of Marie Laveau, Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. Odd-looking marks adorn the Laveau tomb wall. A stone angel stands silently before a tomb. This old tomb is in a sorry state of disrepair.
There's probably no one left in the family to maintain it. A marble snake. Now that's cheerful.
Okay, ich gehe mal weiter nach da. Da ist nämlich auch noch ein großer Bereich des Friedhofs. Und das Familiengrab meiner Familie, der Wrights, also Gabriels Familie.
The marker reads, Mera Planta Wright.
These are Gran's folks. I never knew them.
There's nothing on the tomb to operate.
Kann ich da irgendwie vorbeten oder sowas? Oder meinen Respekt zeigen? Ich weiß nicht, wie macht man das? Ich drehe nochmal die Musik ein bisschen lauter. Ich sehe gerade, dass die sehr leise aufgenommen wird. Bisschen besser. Ich rede mal hier mit dem Friedhofswächter.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Yeah? What can I do for you?
You must enjoy the company of dead folks.
Unlike the living, they ain't never given me no reason to dislike 'em none.
Kind of a quiet job you've got, isn't it?
Most of the time, yeah. Yeah, they act up some at the Voodoo-Morde, though.
You must enjoy the company.
Okay. Mehr kann ich so nicht sagen auf die Art und Weise. Ich frage mich sowieso, warum es zwei Arten gibt, sich zu unterhalten. Aber ich stelle ihm mal ein paar Fragen. Das ist wahrscheinlich einfach so Kommentare und das sind Fragen stellen.
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Tell me something about St. Louis Cemetery, number 1.
You know why the dead are buried in tombs and not in the ground, don't you? The water table's too high. Them coffins would float right out of their graves. Them dead would go floating right down into the water. Course, if it were Mardi Gras, nobody'd even notice.
Tell me something about St. Louis Cemetery, number 1.
It's a historical place. People buried in here from the Civil War and back further, too. Take a look around, you'll see.
Mhm.
Tell me something about St. Louis Cemetery, number 1.
Just look around, just look around. You get the feel of the place.
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Toussaint Gervais. I'm the watchman here at St. Louis number 1.
What exactly do you do here?
Oh, I keep the place tidy, cause, but a big part of my job, too, is looking out for the grievers, you know. People come to pay their respects, and they need looking out for. Sometimes they so grief-bound they don't know what they doing.
Tell me about yourself.
That's about all there is to say.
Do you have any idea what Gabriel Knight means?
No, can't say that I do.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
Why, St. John the Baptist is the patron saint of voodoo. Sometimes we get some weird goings-on in that cemetery on that night. More often a few nights before. People taking grave dirt, bones, and more.
That's pretty disgusting.
Yep. Don't know what they do with them, but it can't be pretty.
What else can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I told you all I know about that.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Seems like everybody want to visit New Orleans at least once in their lives, and they love the cemetery tour. I see tourists in here every day of the year.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
There's lots of things to see here, but none are as beautiful as the St. Louis Cemetery number 1.
Ein echt wunderschöner Friedhof.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Hey, if you want...
Okay.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
They say it was part of an old religion from Africa, brought here by slaves.
Mhm. Was noch?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I don't really care to talk about it. I don't do it none myself.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Ain't it just awful, them finding those bodies with voodoo things around them? I don't think there's any real voodoo going on. Somebody's trying to cover their tracks is all.
What do you know?
I told you.
Okay, wir haben schon alles mit ihm besprochen. Gut. Dann glaube ich, können wir jetzt hier nichts mehr machen. Dann gehen wir mal wieder. Oder geht's hier noch nach links weiter? Nee. Ja. Ich fahre mal zur Buchhandlung zurück und rede nochmal mit Grace.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Oh boy, party time.
Jetzt ist es doch ein bisschen zu laut. Okay, so geht's, glaube ich. Ich zeige ihr mal, was ich so alles Schönes bei mir habe. Ich zeige erstmal das Foto.
Hey, you want to see something really cool?
That's disgusting. That's really horrible.
I know. Great, isn't it?
God, somebody ought to lock you up.
Er ist schon irgendwie. Er ist ein Herzchen.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Okay, habe ich irgendwas sonst
This
gefunden?
is the last.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Okay, ich lasse ihm mal ein paar Nachforschungen anstellen.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
I can't think of any.
Okay.
Ich frage sie mal nach Cabrice encore.
Do you know what Caprice encore means?
No. Sounds French, though.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? Never heard of it. It must be a local custom. New Orleans love any excuse to celebrate.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Okay, dann gehe ich mal wieder. Hier kann ich scheinbar nichts Neues machen.
I'll be back later.
Good luck.
Ich fahre mal zur Kathedrale. Vielleicht gibt es da irgendeinen Priester oder so, der mir mehr über St. John's Eve sagen kann. Die Johannisnacht. Besaufen die sich da mit Johannisbeerschnaps? Okay, Entschuldigung. Ja, der kam sehr flach. Tut mir leid. Ich guck mal, ist hier irgendwo ein Priester?
Gabriel cannot go in there. That's the priest part of the confessionals.
Okay, dann gehe ich mal da rein und beichte ein bisschen meine Sünden. Wahaha.
May I help you, my child?
Could you give me a blessing?
Do you feel the need for a blessing, son?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
All right, if it will comfort you.
The priest blesses Gabriel through the confessional window.
Peace be with you, son.
Thank you, Father.
The panel behind the mesh window moves from the other side. The confessional is empty.
Ist er jetzt schon gegangen, der Priester?
May I help you, my child?
Can I ask you a few questions?
The confessional is not the best place for interviews, son. You can contact the parish offices if you need private counseling.
I understand. Thanks, Father.
Is there anything else?
Okay, wir beichten mal, denn das ist lustig.
I'd like to make a confession.
All right, if it will make you feel better.
I haven't paid my assistant for 3 months.
Have you had the money?
Nope.
Sounds like a matter for the court, son, not the church. Is there anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Goodbye, then. Peace go with you.
Okay, der kann uns gerade nicht weiterhelfen. Dann gehen wir mal raus und schauen uns da ein bisschen um.
You white-faced geek! You wanna eat my fist?
Why, you nasty thing, you! I'll call the police, I will!
Pantomimen sind halt echt schrecklich.
Stop picking on me! I'll tell my dad!
Aber ich glaube, ich brauche den. Für irgendwas brauche ich den. Der muss mir folgen und...
Well, I never! Leave me alone, you man!
Folgt mir? Muss man jetzt halt langsam machen, aber irgendwas war da. Und ich muss aufpassen, dass der bei mir bleibt. Ah ja, der muss den Polizisten nachmachen. Stimmt, so war das. Bleib bei mir. Ah,
Well, I never! Leave me alone!
bleib bei mir, bleib bei mir. Junge! Ah! Mist. Mistiger. Der muss nämlich anfangen, den Polizisten zu imitieren. Dann ist der Polizist abgelenkt, weil er sich mit dem irgendwie prügelt. Und dann kann ich, glaube ich, den Polizeifunk mithören und erfahre, wo die Morde geschehen sind. Komm mit. Jetzt zum Polizisten gehen.
Hey, cut that out. I told you to stop that. All right, mister. You want some of this?
Okay, dann hören wir mal den Polizeifunk.
Pop has driven his motorcycle into the park. Something Gabriel would probably never get away with. On the motorcycle is a police radio. Gabriel picks up the headset and listens.
Ambulance 911, have you located the crime scene? They've radioed for you 3 times.
Damn! Did you say it was north of the Lake Retreat Country Club?
South. Lakeside Drive north of Piedmont Pier, south of the country club.
Man, I don't know if it's the clouds out here today or what. Good thing this guy's already dead.
Everyone's having trouble. Must have been hallucinogens in the coffee this morning.
It's just so misty out here or something. Hey, I see a squad car. Got it, Molly.
Thank God. Have Have a good one, 9-1.
Interesting.
Stupid mime. Hey, you! Get away from that bike.
Sorry.
Okay, dann gehen wir mal dahin. Wir fahren mal
Park.
zum Tatort.
The crime scene team is still at the site. Gabriel parks a bit out of the way and walks over to avoid adding to the general confusion.
Hey, mostly.
Huh? Knight, you wiener, I told you not to call me that.
Feeling jumpy?
Who, me? Don't be stupid. How'd you find me?
Oh, I was just driving by.
Uh-huh. Well, for the book. But don't tell anyone I let you see this, huh? It's another one, as you can see. Same M.O. and no frickin' clues. We're still waiting on an ID for the body.
That's disgusting. Isn't this a rather, public area for this kind of thing?
Yeah, they're frickin' ghosts, these guys. Lakeshore Drive isn't exactly the 10 expressway, but it is open to the public. No reports and nothing. Now, who the hell is that? Good day, Miss Getty.
What's going on, officer?
Detective Mosley, ma'am. We've got a little problem here, but nothing for you to be concerned about, Miss Getty.
I see. Thank you, detective. And good day, gentlemen.
Whoa, I'm in love.
Forget it. That's Malia Getty. She's about as far out of your reach as the moon. Probably on her way to meet some guy with a yacht right now.
Near here?
The lake's a popular place for country clubs.
If she's out here a lot, maybe she saw something or heard something.
Man, nobody ever sees or hears nothing. I told you. Besides, you just don't go around bothering people like her.
We've about wrapped it up, sir. It's another clean sweep.
Yeah, let's get the meat wagon moving then.
Do you want to leave an officer here, sir?
Nah, just leave the tape up for a few days.
Yes, sir. If you'll excuse us, sir, we'll take him away.
Stick around and take notes for the book if you want. Watch out for the muck in the water moccasins, though. I'll be back at the station. Stop by if you want to go over the case some more.
Thanks.
Okay, ich schaue mich hier mal ein bisschen um.
There seems to be a pattern to the lines in the sand, but if there is a pattern, it's smeared. There's only one small area that's clearly defined.
Okay, das zeichne ich auch mal ab.
Let me try to get this down.
Okay, was gibt's hier noch?
Out down the spot. Will these pristine banks ne'er be cleaned again? Police tape marks off the crime scene. Patches of grass have managed to survive life on the banks of Lake Pontchartrain. Patches of grass. Gabriel is on the sand and clay shore of Lake Pontchartrain, at the site where some poor bastard got to see who the voodoo murderers really are. The site is now deserted.
Gibt es irgendeine Möglichkeit, mir alles anzeigen zu lassen, was ich anklicken kann? Wähle das Hilfesymbol und schiebe es über ein anderes Symbol um. Nee. Ja. Ich glaube mich zu erinnern, dass hier nicht irgendwo irgendwas lag noch, das ich aufheben musste. Irgendwas, was die Cops übersehen haben.
Lake Pontchartrain, but you wouldn't want to swim in it. Lake Pontchartrain is impressive. It measures 24 miles across and stretches as far as the eye can see. But you wouldn't want to swim in it.
Nee, da würde ich auch nicht drin schwimmen wollen. Mit den ganzen Krokodilen und Schlangen und Blutegeln und allem möglichen Getier. Okay, gut. Aber genug davon. Ich würde sagen, ich mache jetzt einen kleinen Cut und dann sehen wir uns in der nächsten Folge. Frisch und munter. Passt auf euch auf, habt euch lieb, ich lieb euch und wir sehen uns.